Welcome everybody to Project YARE. Welcome back to Black Clover. My name's AJ. I have itchy testicles right now.
Uh,
My name is Brad. My testicles are just fine.
you could say they're shaven.
No, no, you couldn't. Well, I mean-
Well, you want the curtain to match the drapes,
I mean,
right?
technically you could, but you'd be lying.
I'm Nick, and
He
I
doesn't
have
have any
smooth
curtains.
balls. I have smooth balls.
I thought Brad was going to say Nick doesn't have any. I was
Thanks
like,
to our sponsors, Dollar Shave Club. No, just joking. But yes, I use lawn care.
Do you?
No, what the fuck?
I look
You-
like the outside of
What
a
am I
house.
gonna do? Stand on a mirror and look down?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
That would be disgusting.
I'd do it.
You're like, why
I
does my
wax.
butthole look puckered?
I wax all the time.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen you without a shirt on, AJ. You've never waxed in your life.
I didn't
Anyway.
say I waxed my chest.
We just got done watching Black Clover episodes 5 and 6.
Oh boy.
And
Watched a show.
apparently
I'm gonna
AJ
go.
did not.
Wow.
I probably did at some point and don't remember.
I feel
Oh, that's right.
like when I was watching it, when I watched episode 5, they showed the fight between Asta.
Beetlebug guy.
Yeah, that dude. They showed it again, but they made it longer somehow. Even though it's literally one hit. And
They
it's
did
over.
like 3 triple takes.
And they just kept hammering home about poor people. They just kept talking about poor people. They're like, oh man, this poor kid from the sticks. Oh, these poor people. Man, these poor
This
people.
noble.
Yeah. Because then it shows 2 nobles fighting, and everybody's like, wow, these nobles are something else. And then they get Wind Guy, Yuno,
That's his superhero name.
and he's gonna fight Lightning Boy, and they're like, oh wow, this noble, he's not even gonna have a chance. And then he beat him. They're like, holy shit, he beat a noble? That's crazy. They just keep talking about poor people and noble people like it's a
They're so
thing in their
classist.
society that matters to them.
Well, yeah, obviously you have the high class versus the lower class system,
That would-
no matter where you go.
That would never fly in our country.
Said no one ever.
I'm sure somebody out there said it, but it ain't us.
Well, I don't think anybody would necessarily assume that because you're poor, you're not as good at fighting. That doesn't seem like a... I would actually assume that poor people are better at fighting because they probably fight more often.
Yeah, I
Fight
would
to
assume.
survive.
I would assume poor people would have more of a rags to riches glory
I
and a
just...
sense of survival.
I would think poor people are scrappers, you know? Like...
Have you not seen bum fights?
Yeah,
They make
like,
the best roads.
I guess we don't exist in a world with magic. So...
Yeah, we do. We have
Magic of
television.
money.
I mean, anybody can get a gun here, so... Nobody's stronger than anybody when that happens.
Magic
you wanna see
bullet.
it? Hey, you want to see a disappearing act? Bang, you're gone.
Yeah. It's like what is that old, I think it was like a Smith and Weston, like tagline or something, where it's like God created man, but Smith and Weston made them all equal or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Because you can kill anybody with a gun.
Anyway, then I do the selection of. This is going to be a short one because it's pretty.
Because nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but they stand there and they start calling out names of who got what and what squad you could.
And they don't
even choose
like
Asta.
they don't focus on anybody. Like they rattle off all these numbers and they go nobody, but they don't show you any of the people who do make it, except for Asta and
Yuno.
And then it's established later that Blue Guy made it too,
Yeah, but Yuno gets to decide where he wants.
because
to go.
everybody wants that guy, even though he's a commoner from
Bumfuck
Plum
Egypt.
duck nowhere.
Bumfuck nowhere. Did you say plum nut?
I don't know what
No.
I said.
Anyway.
To be totally honest, I don't know.
So
What I said.
Asta's just
I thought you
standing
said
there.
plum
He looked
duck.
like he about to cry, like Deku.
Yeah, I actually did immediately say, "Don't start crying." I said that 3 times while I was watching.
He's like, I'm not crying.
He's too
I'm crying.
cheerful to not to do that, you know.
Like the
he's
first time, I thought he was gonna he's not gonna make it. Like when nobody, I'm like, oh, don't start crying. And then when
Yami showed up.
Yami's like, I like you, kid. I'm like, don't start crying because they thought he was gonna do it again. But he didn't cry in that. Oh, and then in episode 6 when he gets his cape, I thought he was gonna start crying then too.
Right.
He's like, a cape.
And he screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, after that,
They go back to the Black Bulls.
well, the one dude was gonna like try and poison him while he was taking a shit. Oh, that's it. He's like, oh, I gotta poop real bad because of that snake I ate. And then I just thought about that episode of Naruto where he drank that bad milk and kept trying to make out with Sakura, but he had to poop.
It's funny because I was going to make a Naruto reference and then you made that one. I was going to say, it's going to be great when Asta becomes Hokage. I mean, the Wizard King.
Right, yeah. It was exactly like that. And it's like, just give it up. And I'm like, oh, that's like when Naruto was like, I'm gonna be the Hokage.
Believe it.
Yeah.
I like how,
It was just that, but different.
what's funny is this guy generally has no friends. I mean, he has Yuno, right? But
Well, he doesn't know anybody else.
exactly, like he has nobody.
I mean,
But
Naruto
that's
didn't have
the
friends until like 30 episodes in or something.
Very
No,
true.
fuck that, because he hung out with fucking Shikamaru and Choji, the day before he went and protected Hinata.
I feel like that was a retcon, honestly,
Yo,
because
fuck
it
you,
literally
no,
shows him
because that's
alone
real.
all the
They've been
time.
friends. Look, all I know, the only thing I learned from Naruto is if you want to succeed, sleep in class.
Sure.
Shikamaru Naruto slept through everything, and he's
But he was a
Hokage
born
and assistant.
genius.
What?
Anyway,
what did
back
you
to
say?
Black
No, hold
Clover.
on, AJ. I didn't hear anything AJ said.
I said, but he's talking about Shikamaru. I said, but he was a born genius.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's a pretty smart boy.
That don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
He
he's
only knew
practically
that-
a noble.
Well, Asuma didn't know he was. Asuma just assumed he didn't. He was stupid until he started playing like the fucking
Shogi.
board game.
I thought
Shogi,
this kid was stupid until
honestly
he played
Choji.
board games.
And he realized that he was just a strategist with like a.
Yeah, I can imagine that conversation. I'm going to tell you guys something. That kid's pretty dumb, but he can whip you at a board game.
Well, that's what
Scrabble,
he said at the
come
tutoring
on.
exams to.
Scrabble, Monopoly, fucking sorry, he'll kick your ass.
Anyway,
Yeah.
wrong.
Don't even talk about
Anime.
Mousetrap.
Stop.
He had
Wrong
all the
anime.
walks.
Going
He had
back to
all the
Black
walks of
Clover.
Monopoly.
So
Kerplunk, forget
Beetle
about
Boy.
it.
So Beetle Boy tries to poison Asta.
Yeah, and then makes a bird, and he's like, "Fuck you," and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry," and he runs away, and then we don't see him again.
For a while, yeah.
And then that fucking Marilyn Manson looking motherfucker, who just says words that you just don't hear.
Because he mumbles, yeah.
Quiet.
Like the one time I understood what he said was when they got to the mansion. He went, "Yep, home sweet home." That's the only thing I made out the entire time he was speaking.
What's
funny
funny,
thing
they
is-
actually have, like, there's 3 characters. Excuse me.
God.
God.
Dude, I don't know which end that came out of.
Alright, that was obviously a burp. Don't.
Yeah. Anyway, they have an episode which we'll get to eventually, where it's the 3 of the characters that just can't are not socially viable to speak.
There's more
Right.
non-sociable characters besides that one.
There's
that-
Gray, there's Marilyn Manson boy, and there's this other guy.
I haven't
who-
met them yet.
Yeah, I
know
know.
who they are.
And it is fucking. It's cringy to watch because it's so annoying because you can't understand half of them.
Okay, so
I
then
actually like him because I find him hilarious. The fact that he doesn't speak louder than just a mumble.
yeah, I
He just-
like him. I just
he
wish
just-
I could fucking hear him.
You should wait till he screams. Then he talks normal.
I feel like somebody made redid the videos on YouTube and everything, and with his like volume pitch and everything, like increased the pitch and just went along with the show. That'd be hilarious.
Or if they subtitled him or something, so I could fucking know what he's saying.
Yeah, the only way you'll get that
Well,
is
they do.
Japanese.
Yeah, you have to watch the sub.
I don't want to do that because I don't care enough about this show.
Oh, nice. So they go to the Black Bulls hideout.
Hold on, before we go to that, I just would like to mention when Yuno goes to the golden whoever the
Dawn.
fucks.
Yeah.
And he
Golden
gets
Eagles.
there.
I don't know what they're called.
And the guy's like, a poor person? I was like, again with poor people. What is with this?
A poor person? What's wrong with you?
It's just it just never stops being a thing that people talk about.
He'll never have as much
He gets into
money.
a group with a guy with like I can't think of his name.
That was something somebody say the guy he was fighting, he's like, "Oh, I'm better than you in every way because I have this and money." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, because noblemen aren't poor.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, money again. They just never stop. All right, so the episode before that, I was like, oh, this is Naruto, and he had to poop. And then he gets to the Black Bull's hideout, and I'm like, oh shit, we're in Fairy Tale now. Because they got the drunk, they got the eater, they got the loudmouth who uses fire. I'm like, we're just in Fairy Tale now.
Yeah. I'll go along with that.
I mean, it's true. And then he does his test, and like he learns that he can bounce magic back, which I thought we already knew he could do that. But I guess not.
No, we knew he can negate it when he cut it. You know, I wonder if that sword's actually sharp, or if it's just a blunt, like a cricket bat.
Well, I think he cuts things with it.
Because he hits a dude straight in the stomach.
He was hitting stuff. I think he cut stuff. I don't know.
No, remember, because he fucking hit a dude straight in the stomach and blasted him into a wall, and he didn't get cut.
Maybe when he gets better, it will be like as he gets better, it gets sharper and less dingy looking.
Yeah.
Like by the time the show's over, it's like a Buster Sword on Cloud's back.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of them.
And that's basically he does the test and he gets his cape.
Yeah, he fights Magna, he gets a cape, which he'd already got a cape, and you find out that Noelle,
the drunk girl, has clothes magic, so that was neat.
Yeah.
And
she has a cool background too.
They did mention when Asta first got there, he said, "This is our other recruit," and Asta goes, "Oh, there was another one," but then they don't acknowledge it. And then at the very end, you see that white-haired girl whose name has still not been said, Nick. And
well, fuck you.
She nowhere. She calls him like a bug or something, and then it kind of
stupid stuff.
Huh?
Stupid stuff.
I like how she says it in Japanese though, because it's bakasta.
In English, she called him a bug.
Yeah. I think she calls him that in Japanese too.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm watching it in Japanese.
You're not watching it at all. You're just remembering.
Bitch, please.
I'm the only one who's actually actively watching it.
No, ironically enough, I did watch Black Clover today, but it was the new episode. Episode 161.
I'm the only one who hasn't seen this before, so I'm the one who has to actively watch it to have any semblance of an idea what's happening. They've seen most of it, or at least parts of it, so they can just kind of remember stuff. And when I bring stuff up, it probably triggers memories too.
Yeah, well, episode 6 is about, don't they go hunting boars?
Episode 6 is they go to the house and it's Fairy Tale and then it's over.
So all of episode 5 was just them at the Capitol?
Pretty much.
I'm disgusted.
Like nothing. These 2 episodes, like nothing happened. Like he got on. They re-showed the fight. They showed Yuno's fight. They showed what squads they went to. Then they show Yuno being like, poor people, and then they leave there, and then they go back to the Black Bulls, and you just meet all the characters, and it's made me think of Fairy Tale, and then it was over.
Yeah, title.
I
Is
do
it Naruto
like
or is it Fairy Tail? No, it's Black Clover.
I like the fire guy with the baseball bat.
Yeah, you should see his broom. It's a fucking Harley.
I think he's funny. I've seen it in the intro.
Yeah,
The intro kind of spoiled like where Asta and everybody was going. I kind of already knew what squad they were joining.
That's why I like the intros that they don't show things until after they happen, and then it's the same intro. It's just they
add stuff as things happen. Yeah.
Either they add stuff or they just pull off a curtain piece.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is nice, but if you're one of those people who don't watch the intro every single time, you won't even notice.
Or if you watch Bleach, you'll never know what the fuck's going on.
I don't like Bleach, but I like the song that this current intro uses, so I just watched the intro. I don't like the ending song, so I skipped that one.
No, the second ending song, that one's good.
Well, I'll figure it out when I get there.
If you'll notice anything about any of the songs, they'll scream Black Clover at least once. Black Clover!
Well,
anyway,
sure.
Well, that
the
was
original Fairy Tale has fairy. They say the word fairy, snow fairy. It's actually a song.
But anyway,
it's called Snow Fairy.
That was episodes 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Episode 7, they all run like Naruto for 30 minutes straight.
That would probably be more entertaining than whatever is about to happen.
I don't know. I mean, they're gonna have a fight here soon.
I have a feeling at some point that girl whose name has not been established yet and Asta are gonna become best of friends. She might
more
even
like
have a crush
lovers.
on her. That's the only guess I really have, is that at some point.
Well, you're about 50% correct.
I feel like she's gonna just. Here's my thing. Right now, she's like, "Oh, what a bug! I hate him." And then I feel like by the end, it's gonna be like a tsundere style of thing.
She like makes out with him when he's asleep and he doesn't know it.
That's gross. That's rape.
Like in like in Showman Sample with the maid.
Yeah.
No.
If you're gonna throw up, please do that away from the microphone.
Oh no, that was a burp, and I apologize.
All right.
So
this is basically over.
Yeah.
But I wanna. So if you're only here for Black Clover stuff, you can leave. I want to talk about this manga I read the other day.
Called Pussy.
No, it was called Would You Wake Up the Morning After with a Demi-Human to Save the World?
Yes.
And what it's about is a long time ago, the Demon King was defeated, right? But he's coming back. So we need to find, like, the heir of the champion from all the, like, trace the lineage to figure out who's going to make the next champion to defeat the Demon King when he shows back up. And they find him. And it's just Joe Schmo, random Asian dude, right? Who's got a huge crush on the elf chick in his math class. And so all these demi-humans start showing up to, like, bang him to make the baby. Because basically, one person from every demi-human race is going to try and get pregnant by him, so they have the highest percentage of creating the next.
But he wants the elf.
Yeah, so they're like, we're here to bang you to save the world. And he's like, but I really like this chick in my math class, though, so I don't want to do that. Right?
Yeah.
So then, he also has a condition called full body erection. Where he gets an erection as an entire body goes stiff instead of just his wiener.
So he just lays there. Wow, what a productive guy.
What ends up happening, I read the entire first volume, and there's 4 different girls that show up. An angel, a dragon chick, like a squid lady, and like a I think she's a dwarf or something, and then one other one, right? And basically, when he gets overly excited, and then he passes out, and they just rape him while he's asleep, and he wakes up and he doesn't remember it. Except
all of them could get pregnant.
Except the dwarf girl, because it didn't fit because she's too small.
Oh.
Anyway, guys,
that's basically what the first book is. And I bought the second volume, and it's got a wolf girl on the cover. So furries confirmed.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for Black Clover episode 5 and 6. Stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe.
To be totally fair, that manga I read was way more entertaining.
Yeah. We should have episode 6, 7, and 8 next week.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I said should. I didn't say it was.
All right. Let's end the recording.
See you.
Bye.
Let's end the recording.